Alright, so what's up guys? We are out here today on another run. Yeah, out here in the hot weather. We got our shades on, giving us protection from this sunlight, and we're about to make a hopefully goal-setting run today as we make our way towards Cutler Bay, which is our destination for the run. And yeah, so here we go, out here today, out here on another one. See if we can cross the street pretty soon and make our way over. So let's see. So one, whoa, I don't want to get hit. So one concept that I heard was the idea of light and darkness. So you can explain or perceive light to be as the things that you want, things that you're chasing after, you know, the good things in life. You know, those are the ones that say, or that bring us the light in our lives. So, and obviously that can vary quite greatly from person to person. You know, there's not a generic definition of that. And, you know, you can argue, you know, that one thing would be good or another, but just for the idea here, we're gonna use that, right? So now we also have darkness, you know, those things that haunt you, you know, might as well be those nightmares at night, you know, that keep you up, you know, wondering, you know, what I could have done, what I should have done that day. But, you know, that's the other side, you know, the darkness side, you know, the scary side, the one that you want to stay away from, or people want to stay away from. You know, that's nonetheless, you know, you might have some outliers here and then that just want negativity. You know, they want the bad things, you know, on purpose, although it may appear that they'll be a normal functioning human being and want the good things in life, right? But no, they want negativity. You know, so many people out here are attracted to negative things, you know, stuff you see on the news, you know, God forbid, you know, any of that stuff might happen to you, you know, but you got to believe that that outlet, those media outlets, they're not designed to inform you. They're designed to keep you watching for as long as possible, keep you entertained. And, you know, that's not necessarily, you know, to inform you. That's what people think. You know, the information sources are there to show you, like, oh, this happened, so and so happened. You know, now I know to stay away from this particular street or avoid this, going to this area at this time of night, you know, based upon the activities that have been happening. So, you know, that you got to see, you know, that people, a lot of people are attracted to negativity. You know, me on the other hand, you know, I used to be like that, I'll admit to you. You know, although now, you know, I might be, you know, seeking positivity, seeking good things in life, you know, wanting the best for other people, wanting the best for myself, of course, because, you know, you can't neglect yourself. You gotta take care of yourself, you gotta keep improving yourself. But, you know, that's one thing, you know, that people are drawn to those negative behaviors and outcomes, you know, because, you know, it might turn their attention towards it. You know, they might be wanting to see that. And wait, hold on, I'm gonna pass this real quick. So what was I saying? Yeah, that's one thing, man. You can still, you know, watch those outlets and take, you know, what they say and do it with a grain of salt. You know, you can't obsess over everything going on. You know, the time 6 o'clock hits, you know, I gotta watch the news, I gotta see what happened, you know, on Twitter, social media, all that, man. It's not designed for your good. You know, it's designed for their good, the creators of those platforms. So with that in mind, you know, how can you stay informed about what everything is going on without putting yourself through that loop of negativity and simply noise, you know, background noise? And I would say this, you know, as long as you have a steady group of people, you know, a close bond, you know, that could be, you know, your fraternity brothers or people you work with, those people that you see on a daily basis, you know, believe it or not, they have an impact on your life. And, you know, how they feel, what they say rubs off to you. And believe it or not, when you go around and interact with others, you know, it rubs off, you know, it shows, you know, in your mannerisms, how you talk, what you say, the stories you tell. Although you may not realize it, it was probably someone else's story. So with that in mind, you know, you got to be aware of what others' influences, or, you know, how much of an effect other people and their attributes can have on you as an individual. So with that in mind, you know, as we were talking about the idea of light and darkness, you know, you want to be, you know, as close to those things that you consider to be light as possible. You know, you got to keep them around you. You know, you got to ignore, you know, when that darkness comes on, you got to ignore it. But you know what? Sometimes you can't really ignore it. You know, when you're faced with it, you got to go after that thing. And we got the train, so we got to yell. And, you know, like I was saying, you know, sometimes that darkness will come at you, you know, like a warrior, you know, on the other side. You know, and you gotta put your sword up and your shield, and you gotta fight that thing. You gotta endure it. You know, you can't run away from it, because you know what? That darkness, it'll chase you. And as soon as you put your back to it to run, it'll get you even harder. And guess what? You won't be expecting it this time, which will make the hit 10 times, 100 times, whatever measurement you want to use for that. It'll just be way worse. So obviously that concept is one to keep in mind, as you got those polar opposites at play. So we are going to cross the street real quick, regain the breath a little bit. And we got the walk sign, so you know we're a law-abiding citizen here and making the cross. And we just nod our heads as the cars pass by. Little friendly nod. Say what's up. That's how you do it out here. Even though we are burning hot in this sun. So we're just gonna continue back onto the sidewalk and make our way. So what was I saying? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What's up, bro? Yeah. Hey, y'all better win, bro. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Let's get it. So, as I was saying, you know, that concept of walking that line between those two, because you don't want to, whoa, we almost get hit. Here, you see that line between light and darkness. You can even argue that these cars over here can represent the darkness. You know, they can hit me. They can do great bodily harm to me. And, you know, that's that darkness at play. It'll come at you, it'll pass you. You know, I'm only running, let's say, you know, a couple miles an hour, but these guys are going 30, 40, come at you quick. And before you even notice it, it'll get you. And here, wait, and do a little trick. Go up a little bit and go ahead and see that little light, you know. For me, it could be doing that trick. You know, make a light of the negative situation. It might be like, oh, I have to cross another street, man. This sucks. No, you gotta make the most of it. You gotta have fun with it. You can't let it get to you.